this other hand real quick. Make sure we live when we can.
Huh? 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 Would you come here?
I barely picked it. Alright. Let me turn it down. I wanna say ETM Hotel, Dua Aku, Dua Netcha, Fatmu Alafie, or Fatmu, Fatmu Alafie, Fatmu Iwa or Fatmu Alafie, Iwa Riri, Majuba Iba E Alakba, Majuba Iba E Alakba, Majuba Iba E Egungun, Majuba Iba E Egungun, Egungun Kiki Egungun. I always want to give honor and praises to the ancestors. Without the ancestors, we wouldn't be here. We are our ancestors. I also want to say Black African Power. Welcome back to the Maasai Warrior Clan YouTube channel. Um, Today I'll be doing something on the Maasai people. Before I get started, I got Brother Ankh and Brother Vasia on the panel. Brothers Eni and Red Sean will be joining us in a few minutes. Y'all got anything to say, man, before I jump into the presentation?
Nope, just Black African power to the people, man. Here's a student, man, to sit back and really enjoy the presentation, man. And I appreciate the works of the Mossi, man. And it's a pleasure to be a part of it, man. And I just appreciate the hard work that y'all put into it, man. Black African power.
Peace to the panel and peace to the chat. Listening now and in the future, like and share the show, and interested to see how this one's going.
All right, Sister Kayla, help me share the show for me, Sister Kayla. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, let's get into it. All right. Is it showing on the, let me see if it's showing on the other end. Yeah, that's right. I'm jumped out of here.
Yeah, you good.
I'm good. It's sharing on the. Okay. All right. All right. Today's presentation is called the Maasai Warrior Facing the Lion. Maasai people are East African ethnic group. Y'all heard me mention them a few times in a few of my presentation. Today I'm gonna walk y'all through the journey on how men became warriors. Y'all give me 1 second. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Excuse me. Trying to share it myself. Ooh. All right. Let's get into it. Go ahead. Somebody has something to say? All right. This disclaimer. I always have to put a disclaimer out here before I get started. My disclaimer is I am not a teacher, but merely a student sharing information. And that information provided is for the educational purpose only. And if you are in doubt, do the research and have it verified by someone qualified. I reserve the right to change the focus of this presentation to shut down, sell, or change the terms of my own use. Use at my own discretion. Our trademark, design rights, copyrights, registers, names, mottos, logos, avatars, the signals, and marks used or cited by this website or the property of their respective owners. I reserve the right to add information as it comes available and or adapt changes, improve information as it comes available in the future. Inputs wanted, changes, additions, deletions are encouraged. Everybody that follow me know this is my saying. I believe in this saying. As I learn, we all learn. My new saying for 2019 is let's get this culture because a lot of us don't understand our culture, our traditions, our ancestors' way of life. And the Maasai Warrior clan is going to definitely bring you back to your culture. All right. The Imorata. In the Ma language, the Imorata means circumcision. The rite of Apaches is one of the most important Maasai festival. It marks the coming of the age of the Maasai boys who are 12 through 25 years old. The planning of this ceremony itself takes 2 months. First, the boys must give away everything that they own. Then, on the day of the ceremony, the boys shave their heads and paint their face with white chalk. They put on black cloaks and ostrich feathers headdresses. Then the village elders perform an initial rite on each boy inside the small tent where they are circumcised. I have a picture right here at the bottom of one of the young boys going through his rites of passage right here. And again, you can see the white chalk. White chalk is very normal and different meanings and different ethnic groups across Africa. But these particular Mossi people, especially during the young boy ceremony uh, uh, and during the warriors uh, initiation, you'll see them with white chalk on their faces, and you'll see them with feathers. But this ain't the first time you've seen African ethnic group with feathers, especially black feathers. The other group in East Africa, the Kora people warriors, they also wear black feathers in their heads, black feathers, white feathers, and also red feathers. So it's not a Native American thing. The circumcision is done without anesthetic, which makes it quite painful. The boys must endure this pain in silence and experience the pain bringing dishonor. The healing process takes about 3 to 4 months, and the boys must remain in a black clothes for the period of 4 to 8 months. After this ritual, a performed by the boys are now considered to be warriors. These warriors are exchanged in the society secrets, and during the drought season, both warriors and boys are responsible for herding livestock. You can see again these young brothers here still going through their rites of passage, dressed in black, white chalk paint on the face. During this period, the newly circumcised young men will live in the Mayata, a village built with their mothers. The many Mayatas are no encircular barricades for protection, emphasizing the warrior roles of protecting the community. Further rites of passage are required before achieving the status of a senior warrior, accumulating in the Inuto ceremonies the coming of age. When a new generation of warriors is initiated, the existing warriors will graduate to become junior elders who are responsible for political decisions until they turn to become a senior warrior. So they have a process of steps that they have to go through uh, in order to become a senior warrior. We'll get a little bit more into that during the presentation. Although young boys are sent out with the cows and lambs as soon as they can tattle, the childhood from a boy is mostly playtime. Girls are responsible for chores such as cooking and milking. Every 15 years or so, a new added individual named generations of warriors will be initiated. Again, this involves most boys between 12 and 25. And this is the age of becoming a man. When you go through your rites of passage, your stage of becoming, I mean, from a boy to becoming a man. And also, I talked about this plenty of times in my presentation, especially dealing with the rites of passages. There are different stages in becoming an adult as well, who have reached puberty and are not part of the previous age set. There are many myths about this ceremony, but one is that before each boy can undergo the ceremony and become a warrior, he must kill a lion. I'm going to repeat that. There are many myths about this ceremony, and I'm going to show you a live ceremony that was recorded, I think, back in the uh, late 1900s. But there is a many myths about this ceremony, but one of this that before each boy can undergo the ceremony of becoming a warrior, he must kill a lion. Although lion hunting has been banned from East Africa, lions are still hunted when they attack the Maasai livestock, and the young warriors who engage in the tradition of killing a lion do not face a majority conquest. So, in order to be truly recognized as a Maasai warrior, this is one of uh, the initiation rites that they have to go to, and that is to hunt a lion. And we'll get more into that during the presentation. Here is another picture of some of the Maasai warriors with their famous shields and their shields. I mean, the famous shields and the spears. The Maasai warriors are one of the most prominent and respected ethnic groups in Kenya. The warriors are so greatly feared, it is told that the lions and the cheetahs will run away or stop their pursuit of game animals and the Maasai warriors anywhere close by. As soon as the Maasai warriors is initiated, their spears and their shields are decorated with red paint, which is symbolic of their status in the society. Here is one of the Maasai warrior shields that we're talking about with the black, brown, such a paint. The Maasai traditional buffalo hide shield with the red archer and the black pigment, both mixed with buffalo blood, and the circular design that marks it bears as a decorated veteran in the war and as a lion hunter. So this here is a shield of one of their decorated or their veteran warriors. All right, Maasai Warrior Spear. The spear features in the head of the Maasai Warrior. It is a rich black and red archer. So a lot they use the color black and red a lot. So this is one of the particular spears that the Maasai warriors use. And I'm saying Maasai, not Masi, Maasai. All right, here is the Maasai warrior headdress. This is a particular headdress that you will see the Maasai warriors wearing. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the Maasai warrior headdress and some of the particular things that they wear during the presentation. All right, here's another Maasai warrior, vet Maasai warrior with his spear, his shield, and the headdress that they wear. All right, ostrich feather headdress were worn by warriors who had not killed a lion. So when you see these particular warriors, because you have to go through stages, once they become from a boy to a man, they can become a warrior, but they have to go through different stages. Like when you go through school, first, second, third, you such and such, you graduate from preschool, etc. You go on, you graduate from high school, you go to college. These are the same stages that they have to go to become a warrior or recognized as a true warrior. So these Maasai warriors that you see with the feathers on, they have not yet made a kill. They have not yet killed a lion because this is the process that they have to go through in order to become a warrior is to hunt a lion. Someone had something? Oh, I thought somebody said something. All right. Years ago, as part of the boy's rites of passage, he is often required to kill a lion and then attack the lion mane, attach the lion mane to his headdress as a trophy. The headdress were originally worn during the raids and wars to give psychological advantages by the adding height, but are now only used for major ceremonies and dances. Here is another warrior right here with this same feathered headdress on. Here is a picture here. I threw this in here. This is a picture from Black Panther, the Black Panther movie, and you can see here. They use I don't and through some of my presentations I don't show like imageries of the Black Panther. They utilize a lot of different ethnic groups in Africa, specifically East Africa, as I've been paying attention to. But here is a picture, like I said, from the Black Panther movie. You can see the brother here with the Maasai feather headdress on. Lion hunting was a traditions and historical practice that played an important role in the Maasai culture. The practice was different from trophy hunting. It was a symbolic uh, rites of passage rather than a hobby. The Maasai tribe saw lion hunting experience as a sign of bravery and personal achievement. In the past, when the lion population was high, the community encouraged solo lion hunting. However, over the last several years, due to the decline of the lion population, mainly because of the rabies and the distemperant virus, the community adopted a new rule that encouraged warriors to hunt in groups instead of solo lion hunting. Groups hunting, known as the Maasai, as the Alomuya, gave the lion population a chance to grow. All right, here I'm gonna show a quick video. It's an old video, some European, way back in the days, recording some of the Maasai warriors uh, in the group. They did solo lion, but they also did I mean, went out as individuals to hunt the lion, and then they did them in group because again, a lot of times when you did the rites of passage, a lot of the initiatorial rites was in groups. We'll play this little video. It's small. I mean, it's a few minutes, maybe two.
This is the only authentic film ever taken of the killing of a man eater. And I am the only white man who has ever accompanied the Maasai unarmed.
The lion's mane has had enormous symbolic meaning for us. This footage, shot in 1908, shows Maasai warriors in one of their rites of passage, the killing of an adult male lion. The one who throws the first spear wears the lion's mane as a prized trophy.
The Maasai passed him. I got within 8 yards of him, and when I heard a growl, out he came, roaring for all his world. You are now looking on the greatest fight you are ever likely to see between the Maasai and the man-eating lion. A sight I shall never forget.
It was as if, with our growing strength and confidence, we wanted to show that we could even harness their strength.
So that was just a little small video, 1908. Being recorded. Wasn't a myth. This was what they culture really did in order to become a warrior, to be recognized as a warrior. And also, you know, most of the rites of passage becoming a man was also to show your bravery. So these individuals actually went out and hunted real life lions. So according to the Maasai custom laws, the warriors were not allowed to hunt a lion suffering from drought, snares, or poison. The Maasai believe that the female lions are the bearers of life in every species. As a matter of fact, it was prohibited to hunt a female lion. So when they went out and hunted these lions, the female lions was uh, off limits unless the lion posed threats to the livestock or the human life, and that's still on today. If a lion threatens the community, then they have the right to kill it. But it's been banned over there in Kenya now, lion hunting. But they have the right to protect their community and their family. The Maasai well understood that the lions are important to the savanna ecology. For that reason, the Maasai took extra caution when it comes to lion hunt. The Maasai warriors did not just go out and hunt lions because they can. They ruled the rules were they were and were I mean they that there and it were followed by every warrior. Lion hunting experience allowed Maasai warriors to show off their fighting ability on a non-human target. At the end of each age set, usually after 10 through 15 years, the warrior will count all the lion hunted, then compare with those hunted by the previous age set. The purpose was to compare the numbers of lions hunted between previous and the current age set. And again, like I said, you'll see them mostly in groups. You can see this brother him. He's going head up with the lion. Uh, in Pika, lion hunting delegation plans for lion hunting and few days before. The planning was done in a secret manner. No one in the community other than the warriors should know about the day for lion hunting. They practice. The practice was so secret that the Ilabarnat, which is the junior warrior, from the same age set were denied information regarding the lion hunting. Because again, you have to go through different stages uh, in becoming a warrior. So the junior warriors uh, was kept out of a lot of stuff. They couldn't go out and hunt. There's a lot of stuff that they couldn't do. They still was learning. From the same age that were denied information regarding the lion hunting. Senior warriors feared that the junior warriors would immaturity leak out information to the groups that exposed the lion hunting practice. When the warriors spreaded rumors and found guilt, and his colleagues would be punished in the form of beating. In addition, the betrayer would be looked down upon by the mates for the years to come. It was not easy to hunt a lion alone. However, many Maasai warriors did it. Solo lion hunting required confidence and advanced killing skills. The warriors must be passionate about the game. Unlike groups, hunting solo lion hunting usually happened at random. For example, when the warrior was out out herding cattle. Here is another picture of a Maasai warrior slaying a lion. Here you can see him with the popular shield here, the spear, uh, and the lion in front of him. Lion hunting
Hey,
journey.
Kofi,
What's happening?
what's up? This is Tech. Let me ask you a question. That picture, go back one slide real quick.
Okay.
This picture right here remind me what I want to do is I'm gonna play devil's advocate right here. What is the difference between the European posing, killing our animals, and the brothers doing it over there, taking the same pose with the animal on the ground?
So what's the pose with the European pose on the ground? What I don't
You know, get
what
up. Hold on. Nah, what I was saying was you know how Europeans they go over to Africa and they hunt the lions, they hunt the elephants, the giraffes, and you'll see them in this same pose with the animal on the ground, or they'll be holding his head up with their rifle in their hand, smiling. Now I want to
oh,
know. That's why I said I'm gonna play devil's advocate. What's the difference between the brother in this picture doing it and the Europeans doing it? Because we get on them for doing it all the time.
oh well, like I said, I mean I don't know too much about uh uh, why the European doing it. I just know this is just a custom other Maasai people, not only just the Maasai people. I mean, hunting warriors. I mean, we've been hunting and killing animals since the day. Just since, I ain't gonna say since the day of time, but we've been hunting animals for food and survival for things. But in the Maasai culture, like I said, it is part of their culture. It is part of their way of life in order to demonstrate their bravery, uh, in order to become a man. I guess, and also in order to show that their fearlessness, uh, to become a warrior, and become a warrior because they take warrior status um very important in the culture, and they don't want any and everybody to be warriors because some people are not born to be protectors. So I don't know. I hope that answers your question. If
Yeah. So
Hey,
so
Kofi,
basically, culture.
did, did you
It's the
break in,
culture.
yeah,
did you break into the subgroups, or did you just particularly focus in on the Mahasi? Like, for example,
did I do what now, boss?
did you break into the subgroups of them, or did you just focus in on the Mahasi in general? Like, for example,
Yeah, just go
Samburu.
ahead.
Like, for example, the Samburu being a subgroup of the Mahasi. Did you
Yeah, just
go ahead?
go ahead. Fizz, I'm trying to hear you. You kind of low, boss.
Can you hear me better?
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
might have to get my headphones. I'm gonna let you keep building it. Well,
Now, but what you were saying about the Samburu? What you were saying about them?
Well, they hunt as well, but they typically hunt smaller game, and that becomes a big difference. And then you got to go into the fact that people have hunted for survival for a long time, but if they hunt, they typically use more. I don't want to say primitive, but ancient methods. Burning the area to kind of trap in small game, and that's how they typically hunt and survive. Now, what you said
Mm-hmm.
about the lion and that being a different ritual and going and correlating it with it also being a survival skill to keep their cattle or crops or even family safe, that plays a big difference in the psychology of the kill. To kind of go into Satep's question, it's one
Mm-hmm.
thing doing it because it's your mode of survival. It's another thing doing it just to put something on a wall and have bragging rights.
Right. Yeah, and it wasn't so far. Like I said, it was so far is that's their rituals that they go through to show bravery. You know what I'm saying? Show their fearlessness because they didn't want any and everybody to be a warrior. Because ain't nobody gonna. We know that now. We can get just something can pop off right now, and we know who gonna stay and we know who gonna run. So yeah, and like I say, it was for survival reasons because I mean you have which in this part of Africa, the lion is becoming more extinct uh in the region the Massa stay in Kenya, but they use it for survival tactics, but they was always attacking the community. It was always attacking the village. But I'm particularly dealing with. I know uh, the Samburu people. I don't know if I did something on the presentation or I might have threw some on the like page, but this sin is just specifically about the Maasai people, not the Samburu people.
And let me add too, Kofi. When I asked that question, I just want to put it in perspective as well. It's a lot easier to hunt a lion with a 50 cal or a rifle, and you standing so far away. It's a lot harder what these brothers doing because all they got is a spear and a shield. So it's a lot of technique going into this. So
Right.
yeah, I just wanted to put that into perspective. That
Yeah, they
question.
have they have certain rules and techniques. I mean, it's a whole thing going in, a whole strategy, a whole planning is going into on how um they are gonna kill the lion because if you ain't prepared and you ain't right, man, that lion will kill you. And we're gonna go into that. The lion hunting journey. The lion hunting journey starts at dawn. When the elders and the women are still asleep, the warriors sneak out of the village in order to avoid discourage from elders and women. The warriors would meet at the nearby landmark, for example, a tree, a hill, or a rock from here. The warriors departed to the predetermined area where the lions was most likely found. The warriors usually located lions by tracking them using footprints, animal droppings, and vultures. So you can see here uh, some of the things that go into it. A few minutes before departure, the warriors must go through a sorting process that separates junior warriors from the senior warriors. And the warriors' traditions, seniorities have the decision making power. The Mojuju, the junior warrior, must select a group of qualified comrades with the elaborate hunting skills. You don't want to take any and everybody out there because somebody get you killed. These selected groups was considered mature, strong, and capable to face a lion. The group was known as the Ilimulaya, fearless warriors who were ready to die or live. The Barnat, the junior warriors who were disqualified, were sent back home for rest. No, not every warrior would accept to return. Rejecting the junior warriors often triggered a fight between the junior and the senior warriors. The warriors fought each other with clubs, sticks, and shields. Junior warrior will always lose the fight, even though it was still worth the try. These junior warriors, they wasn't having it. They was wanting to go out there. They was ready to go out there and hunt the lion as well. But it was a process. It was a stage that they had to go through in order to become a senior warrior. There was more lessons that needed to be learned, more strategies that they needed to learn, and so forth. Also, the fight between the junior and the senior warrior would trigger major conflicts among the senior warriors. When the warriors from a dominant group would defend a junior warrior from his clan or family, this situation often puts the decision-making process into the extreme. Group dynamics was treated as part of the learning process. The rejects junior warriors are commanded by senior warriors to keep the lion hunting information confident until the colleagues return from the hunting. Also, there have been cases whereby the senior warriors forced junior warriors to give up their spears and shields. This was an insult to the junior warriors, as an extra weapon were not necessarily needed to hunt a lion. One spear was significant to bring a lion down. The attitude of forcing junior warriors to give up the weapons was a measure to encourage them to be a little more responsible. Them boys wasn't trying to give up. They wasn't trying to hit. When the senior warriors returned home with a lion, a 1 week celebration would take place throughout the area. Women and women from various villages would embrace and hug the warriors that speared the lions first. The warriors would receive the ipororo, a double-sided beaded shoulder strap, often given to a victor. The warriors would wear this ornament during the milk ceremony, meat ceremony, etc. The success of a lion hunting brought excitement and gratitude to the entire community. The achievement was perceived as an individual bravery, as I've been stating throughout the presentation. The community honored the Olomuran, let me take a stab at it, the Omurani or Waro. The lion hunting with the respect throughout the lifetime. The hunters would also receive a nickname, for example, uh, Masayiki from his colleagues. The Masayiki means no one will ever dare to mess with him. When the warrior attended ceremonies in other communities, they will praise the Khalid through song and dance. And I have a little small picture here at the bottom. After they come back from lion hunting and the lit celebration that the community will put on and etc.
Hey,
They
Kofi.
getting go ahead.
In my research, it might be the same thing. How you got the old Marani. I
Hmm.
got it just Morn, so I've been calling it the Moran. Um, but it talked about how the warriors would put bells on their shields and on their ankles when they lion hunt to unnerve them,
Hmm.
get them out of their hunting
Hmm.
spot. Okay,
Right,
just
right.
talk about that.
Hmm. Yep, 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 yep. Same thing, yep. I think I mentioned it in here. Where did the Maasai warriors find lions? The lions was abundant throughout Maasai land. Their typically hideout was grassy plains and deep in the forest. The lion search ranged from 20 minutes to 10 hours. The Maasai warrior must chase a lion with rattle bells and make him upset. The chasing gained irritated anger, and forced the lion to face the hunter. Another success lion hunting method was to force a lion to leave and kill. Any of these methods would provoke a fight with the lion. So again, there was different methods, different strategies that the Maasai warrior took and hunting the lion and getting the lion to engage in with them. Recommended safe environments when hunting a lion. Fighting a lion inside a woodland savanna can be extremely challenging and dangerous. The lion is very small and can maneuver through the bushes faster than a human being. As a result, the Maasai warrior preferred to fight lions in the open plain. By doing so, the warriors gave a lion a chance to fight. Lion hunting was all about challenging another created creature without cheating. Facing a lion in the open savanna was a remarkable challenge. And again, these warriors, these was things, stuff that was planned out. It wasn't that okay, it's time to go out here and fight, and they went out here and didn't have no type of plan. They always had some type of plan. They always had some type of method, some type of strategy uh, in engaging and hunting those lions. The Maasai did not eat game meat, strictly dependent on cows, sheep, and goat. Three products are used from the dead lion: the mane, the tail, the claws. Three products are used from the dead lion. The mane, remember that, the tail, and the claws. The mane is a beautiful beaded by the village was a beautiful beaded by the village women and given back to the hunters. The mane is worn over the head, only during a special ceremony. The mane helps warriors from the areas to identify to the toughest warrior. So after they would kill whoever would spear and kill the lion, he would be able to they would take it back, and these are certain things: the mane, the tail, and the claws uh are some of the things that they would take and they would wear, and they symbolize certain things. And the mane that individual wear would, like I said, will identify that this warrior was a tough warrior and he had slain a lion. It was another image of a Maasai warrior here with his shield and a spear. All right, the Maasai Warriors in Maasai Warriors in lion mane headdress. So you can see here, I have a picture here. These are some of the Maasai brothers, or the Maasai Warriors who have killed or slain a lion, and is now wearing the mane of the lion. And again, the headdress is to identify that this warrior is tough and has slain and killed a lion, which identified them of having killed a lion using only a spear, because when they went out there, they only had a spear, knife, and a shield. Spears and knives. At the Anutu ceremony, the patches from the warriorhood to elderhood. This is in Kenya. Here's another picture of the Maasai with some European, look like some European woman. So you can see two of the brothers with the main headdress on, and you can see another one in the back with the feathered headdress on. Before I go any further, I just ask the people in the chat, which okay, so I just told you what the main they will wear to kill the lion, wear the mane, what that means for them to wear the mane on as a headdress. Now the brother, if y'all can see my cursor right here with the feathered headdress on, I talked about this earlier in the slide. I showed a good picture of the headdress, and I showed uh, a few warriors with this feathered headdress on. Now, which one of these? Now, this headdress. What is the what is? Why does he wear this headdress? What when someone sees him, and how do they identify him? How do they identify him from these two individuals here? Before I go any further, I'm just trying to see if the chat uh paying attention. And peace to all the folks in the chat. Peace. I'm gonna see if they don't answer that. I just go on. No, I like to throw some questions out there sometime. What about the brothers on the panel then? I guess everybody's scared to answer. Y'all ain't got to answer all at one time.
So I think the feather headdress is for somebody that ain't killed the lion yet, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That is for the one who has not killed a lion yet. That's correct. And I know it's a delay on the other end. I was trying to get in on time, but all right. After meeting the ceremony, when a warrior becomes a junior elder, he was obligated to throw away the lion mane. Now, once he becomes a junior elder, the warrior was required to sacrifice a lamb or the mane with sheep oil and dispose of it in the wilderness. This sacrificial event was done to avoid bad spirits. The mane was specially spiritual attached to the warrior. It was a must for a warrior to honor the mane. The lion tail was stretched and softened by the warrior. The hand handed it over to the village women for beating. So now, we talked about once they killed the lion, um, they would take the mane, the lion tail, and the claws. So we talked about the main headdress then. I'm trying to read the question. That's Sky 77. Peace, brother Sky 777. uh, but the tail was stretched and softened by the warriors, then handed over to the village women for beating. The warriors would receive the tail back when the beating was done. The warriors would keep and guide the lion tail in their moyata, which is the warrior camp, until the end of the warrior hood. The lion tail was the most valuable product in the practice of lion hunting. After graduation, a group of warriors would come together and pay their last special respects to all the lion tails collectively during the Moron hood. The lion tails were thrown away after the Inutu ceremony. How did the Masa warriors pursue a lion tail? You can see a picture here. I tried to get a good picture. It was hard for me to try to find some of these pictures, but here you can see on the right hand side, you can see this brother here with posing with the lion tail. A way of pursuing the lion tail varies from sections to sections. For example, the Koputi section, when a lion was hunted, the warrior had to wrestle in order to get the tail. The tail goes to the strongest warrior. In the Ikusunuku section, the tail went to the warrior who first speared the lion. And this was also for the claws and for the lion mane, the first person who speared the lion. A lion hunting game was about group and individual commitment, strength, goals, and dedication. The game was based on your personal background, environment, culture. The warriors did not need to attend a gym nor a rifle for a lion hunting. All you need was one spear and one shield. Many warriors have been lost to lions. At the same time, many lions have been lost to the warriors. Here is another picture of the Maasai warriors with their spears, their black, red, and white shields, and the lion mane headdress. Here is another picture of some Maasai warriors looking over the terrain. One brother with the feathered headdress on. Here's some sisters here, Maasai sisters here, and you can see two particular girls with the feather dress. I just put these pictures on here because I thought they were some pretty neat and fly pictures to me. Here are my sources here. Go through my sources, vent my sources. But this is the Maasai War. Hey, hold on. No, I'm not talking to you, Siri. All right. Any body in the chat got any questions? Anybody on the panel got any questions?
You remember when I was talking to you about the Cimarroons and the Seminole connection and how they paid a lot of attention to their knives? And I was trying to figure out whether or not semi comes from that because there's origins of the word a short knife being considered a semi. Well, that's what they call their short knives over there is semi. If you didn't know that. And then I was going to ask you if you was going to get into them with the mixing of blood and milk, drinking that with the idea it makes them stronger.
Now,
You was
I
trying to avoid
actually,
it?
and that custom is very familiar. I mean, that custom is no, because I already talked about it.
Oh,
I
okay.
actually I talked about it with the Koro people, and I talked about it with the Hamra people because I mean that is a custom in East Africa. Kenya is in East Africa, Valley with the Koro people, and welcome back to the Omo Valley with the Hamra people. I talked about that same thing, the mixing of the blood and the milk, and the symbolic of what it means. So I see that tradition or that custom all over East Africa and not just in the Omo Valley region.
If you want, you can show them pictures that they got of them in Tulsa that I sent you earlier. Trying to find out if that's who you was going to talk about today. If you want to show,
Yeah,
just so they
yeah,
could get an idea.
yeah, I can show them. Yeah, I can show them, and I'll come back to screen sharing in a second, and you kind of talk about it. I mean, that was neat too. Hold on, let me y'all give me 1 second. There you go in here.
It's been so long since I've been there. I don't even know if that exhibit is still there. But it's right at the heart where you would find all the animals that they would bring in from Africa: lions, elephants, and giraffes. It's kind of like just tucked off to the side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dang, what's taking so long? I'm on here, man. It's okay. There you go. I guess this. Okay, here go the pictures. Hold on. Let me go back to. Let me pull it up first, and then I'll go back to sharing my screen.
I don't know if you'll be able to zoom in, but it got a little bit of concise information if you want to read it off to add to your build.
Let me see. I'm trying to I ain't trying to download it, but I'm trying to. I clicked on to them. It's just gonna come up big, but it's for some reason they loading kind of slow. Hold on, y'all. Give me just a second. I'm trying to pull these pictures up. Uh, all right. Hold on. Let me go back to sharing my screen. Is my screen sharing? I guess. Now, hold on. Let me lock it back on me. All right. Let everybody. All right. Is it still sharing? Is it sharing, y'all? Anybody on the panel? Anybody? Like,
I don't see none. I'm on my phone, so
she saying Kyla just said no. I don't know why it's not. Hold on. I'm sharing my dang screen. Share screen. Hide. It's still not showing.
there it is.
All right. I don't know what I was doing. She said, all right. Kyla said you can see. Okay, you good now. Okay. All right. I don't know. Was this the first picture you showed? Hold on. Let me see. But we'll just start. Let me see. We'll start from here. I don't. Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, keep it on that one, Kofi,
Okay. Keep it on.
because it had that map on it to kind of give people a visual of where they located at
Okay.
if they want to see that.
You go ahead and talk about it. You know, you've been here.
Oh, it's not too much. That's just an exhibit they have at the zoo down in Tulsa, and my kids loved it. It took me forever to get my little boy out of there. I don't know if y'all can see him in one picture, but
Yeah, I show it. And what are we'll just go through the pictures here.
yeah,
Let's see.
I'll try to pull them up on my end to where I can read them. Um,
I
these
can see a little bit of it if you want me to read it. It has here it
I
says
like
the
to
map,
I like
huh?
to quote at the bottom of that one where it says
Oh,
the land doesn't belong to any individual. It belongs to the dead, the living, and those that are not yet born. You have the land only for a short time to use it, and leave it. The land belongs to all of us. Um, old Sime, old
Yeah.
Samuel Masi Kenya.
Hmm.
I like that perspective towards life.
Yeah. I mean, and that's you'll see that all through Africa. They ain't no,
Yeah,
it, the father dealing with the land. Who was that right there? Wasia.
that's my youngest daughter. That's Kendall.
Yeah. And she going, what's inside of that thing there?
It just shows you how it would traditionally look. If you can see that little white uh, figure, that's my boy in there. Yeah, he liked it in there.
Well, this here just a picture of some of the things.
Yeah, let me pull that up on my end so I can read it.
Yeah, because I can't hardly see them
Now
real
where
good.
this at?
This is in Tulsa.
Oh, okay. Hey, y'all got some stuff out there.
At the
Yeah.
top, that's a is the top picture is a calabash. It says gourds are dried up and decorated with beads and leather straps. Some have cups attached that also serve as lids. They are the most common household item. They are used for gathering, storing, and serving milk and blood and meat.
Hmm.
Milk is drunk fresh or sour, which is considered a delicacy. It can also be mixed with honey or blood. Um, then it goes down. I don't know if y'all can see it. It shows bees. It says honey is a delicacy which is eaten raw or brewed into a beer. Um, then the next one, it talks about the blood drinking. It says the Maasai also drink blood on special occasions. They believe the drinking blood makes them strong. Live steers are bled by piercing the jugular vein with the point of an arrow. A small amount is taken and does not harm the animal. Milk and meat are never eaten on the same stomach. In other words, eaten together, nor do the Maasai put meat in the calabash that previously contained milk. And then I don't know if you can see it, but it's showing them going through that ritual and how they do it. Uh,
I can see it a little bit. It's kind of like a little glare. You took the picture. I can't. I can't really see it, and I can't blow it up from here like that. I have to download the image and then try. It might get a little blurred though if I did that though.
yeah,
Hey, hey, Kofi. Y'all ever seen that movie? The Guys Must Be Crazy.
The guys, nah, I haven't.
The Gods Must Be Crazy. I was wondering if the brothers in there was part of this tribe because I think they was hunting a lion in that movie. You probably seen it, you just don't remember it. I'm pretty sure you
Old,
seen it.
old movie.
Yeah, yeah, it's an older movie.
Yeah, I might have. I don't. I can't recall right now. Probably would have to see it. So what is this in here, Rasa? This is not a person. This is a
Mm,
doll or something inside
yeah,
of here.
yeah. That's a just a figurine showing,
Mm.
what I guess just the how the daily life of a woman and what she would do inside the house. Let
Mm.
me see if I can find that picture and see if I can get more
What
of
is
a,
that
a
in her hand,
description.
Rasa?
That's why I'm trying to pull up the picture now. A spoon. She's holding a spoon. I guess she's
Yeah, I'm saying, what is it? It
making.
like a lion? Is that a is that some type of animal hair or she got in her hand? You know, they
It looks.
particularly would deal
It
with the
looks.
lion tail, with beating the lion tail.
Looks like she's
Uh,
something in each hand. When I zoomed in on it, because it looks like she's holding something with her left hand and her right hand. One is a spoon, and the other one looks like it's a lock of hair. So
mm,
that might be symbolic of the hair shaving. Who's to
mm,
say this isn't before a wedding ceremony? If the women shave their hairs before the wedding,
mm-hmm.
I can't remember if that's what they do or not. But who's to say, that wasn't what she was doing, was going through the ritual of that, maybe holding her daughter's hair. I can't speak for it because it wasn't no description of what goes on, what was going on in this depiction.
Yeah.
I'm just going off of assumptions right now.
Oh shoot. Hold on. But that one, all the pictures was about that
Oh,
we seen, man. Cause I know I clicked on. I thought I clicked on the first one, and I clicked on the first one. Yeah,
shoot,
man.
my oldest daughter, polka
Okay.
dot.
Yeah, I remember. I think that was one of my scenes when you. Let's see. See, we don't have none of this stuff down here, boy. I tell you. Yeah, she right there. She coming out. That's a different one right there, ain't it? Your youngest daughter was going in a different one. Like I see, this entry
Yeah,
is a little bit different,
that's
man.
my oldest right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and see, this goes into what I was talking about, us losing the ability to have our family compounds. Now they say the Maasai don't typically have a kraal or a boma because they're not cattleless. You know, they didn't keep cattle like that. They do. I know more about the Samburu than the Maasai. I know they keep goats for milking, but I haven't seen anything about them with cows. So I don't want to start speaking too far and then put out false information.
Yeah,
Let me pull up that picture. I see what.
yeah. This here is I guess they talking about the weapons of choice they use, spear,
Yes,
which is
that top one.
shield.
That top
Hmm.
one is a. Let me go to it. It says the Moran's most prized possession is his spear. He will not betray his spear by fleeing from battle while it is in his hands. Spears are kept pointed up to. Wait, let me reread that. It's hard to see. Spears are kept pointed up by a Moran's side when not in battle. The Maasai consider it a serious insult to insert a spear point into the ground. Um, but it doesn't show. That's what that picture was holding, maybe, because at the bottom of this it looks the same as what she was holding. It says the Kunu, a sub-tribe, served as blacksmiths, forging the semis. I can't see because the photo got that flash of it right there. But
Hmm.
I'm gonna assume the rest of that statement was the short knives. And then the next part would be the shields. It says the Moran are responsible for making their own shields, clubs, machetes, and bells. Shields are generally made from buffalo hide, but zebra or giraffe hide may also be used. They are decorated with paint made of charcoal, redstone, bone, and ochre.
Hmm.
Using sticks as brushes, shield patterns are, it's hard to see because the blur in the image. Shield patterns are, I can't make that part out. Shield patterns designate the Marines section and age set and allow members of these groups to identify each other in battle. Then
Yeah,
it goes, then
yeah,
it
they
goes
was decorated different. Different warriors had different designs. You could identify them or what type of warrior that was by what type of design they had on on the shield.
then it goes into the bells again. It says bells are worn on the legs of the Marine, and the sound is believed to unnerve lions, flush them out
Hmm.
from their hiding places during the hunt. Uh,
Hmm.
Headdresses. These are made from lion manes or ostrich feathers and worn in battle to make the Moran appear more intimidating.
Hmm.
Um, and that's all I can be able. That's all I'm gonna be able to read on that.
Yeah, that's I think that's all the pictures right there. Let me go back. back here real quick. Bro, you got something, man? You still with us? Bro, I'm still on. I can't see nothing. Bro, I'm still on the panel.
Yeah, he's still on. I think he might have stepped away though.
Oh, okay. Probably
But
fell asleep.
real quick, peace to the panel, peace to the chat. I just wanted to add on to the lion hunt while y'all was showing the pictures. I kind of looked through Google lion hunting and I found I'm gonna read this. In ancient Egypt, lion hunts were usually reserved for the pharaohs. These hunts nearly resulted in the extermination of lion populations in North Africa by 1100 BC. Commemorative artwork has been found telling of how during a single lion hunt, Pharaoh Amenhotep III killed more than 100 lions. Now I know that number is kind of high, but I had no idea that they was hunting lions in Egypt too.
Me neither.
Eat them for the eat you.
What's that?
I say eat them for the eat you. You know how it go.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Shoot. Yeah, but shoot, that's all, man. That's all I have, man. Please go and subscribe to these channels, man. Go subscribe to the Seshuma Ani Metanetra. I am a member as well as Tip and Rob Mariaman is on the panel. We are members of the Seshuma Ani Metanetra. We are a group of individuals who are aspiring to be true scribes. We are studying the language, which is called the running Kemet, and the writing script, which is called the Session Metanetra, which you may know as the hieroglyph. So please go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also go to our website, www.seshumaani.metanetra, to pick up the beginner course book, Senet Emiket penmanship book if you want to learn how to write the sesh, and the book that we created as a group behind the 2016 debate, has the meta been deciphered, a rebuttal to Walter Williams. You can get all that on the website, or you can go to Amazon.com, but we prefer you to purchase it off the website. If you're interested in the class, Saber Wuja, you can also uh, go on that website. Also, if you're interested in learning the beginner's course of the Session Meta Net, also go to our Facebook page, Seshuma Ani Meta Net. Also go and subscribe to Kofi Piesie TV. It is the channel that takes the black man, black woman, and black child Eurocentric mind and Africanized. There have plenty of content on that channel. Um, so go check that out. Please go subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're supposed to be back this evening on Kofi Piesie TV with my fourth installment of How White Folks Got So Rich. If you have been missing those presentations, go back and check out those presentations. Those presentations, I spread them out. It is nothing but exposing how white uh, people or European use white supremacy in order to obtain wealth. So I go in detail on the tricks, the lies, the killings, different types of Google and things that they use in order to obtain their generational wealth. Also, if you didn't look at the presentation from yesterday, who is the Turag by my brother Sutek, who was on the panel. He is one of the newest member of the Kofi Piesie affiliate family members. So go check out that presentation that he did on yesterday, which was a powerful and an informative presentation. And he posed the question, who is the Turag? So please go check out that presentation. Also go subscribe to the Maasai Warrior Clan YouTube channel. Um, we are putting out content every week on the Maasai Warrior Clan channel as well. We are a research group that specifically deal with West Africa, but we have presentations on here in particular, this one here is in East Africa. We specialty is in West Africa, but we also speak on uh, 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 and show things in East Africa, South Africa, uh, North Africa, and Central Africa. We have presentations all over Africa, but specifically our specialty is West Africa. So please subscribe if you're a new person on the channel. Now visiting, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of these tons of presentations that we are putting out. Also, go to our Maasai Warrior Clan like page. We have plenty of content on the Mossi Warrior Clan like page on Facebook. Anything that you want to know about African culture, traditions, uh, way of life, language, why they wear certain clothing, symbolatry of certain things, go to that like page, hit the like uh, button on there, and follow us and check out that content that we have on there. We have tons and tons of content on that page. Also, if you go check out my article, the role, what is the role of what is an elder and what is the role of an elder, is on www.kofi uh, written composition .wordpress.com, and is also on Black Panther Seal .com as well to check out that article. Also, I just published a new article yesterday. If you hadn't checked it out, go check out that presentation. It is called uh, "Does the Conscious Community Have Good Character, and What is Good Character According to African Tradition?" Because I'm always going to tell it from an African perspective. So go check out that presentation, not presentation, but article. It is also on www.kofi written compositions.wordpress.com, and it will be also available soon on blackpantherseer.com. So you can go to those two websites to take out those two articles. And for the next 2 months, I'll be publishing articles. I got another article coming out in 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, I'm going to drop new articles. So be looking for the article on the Caribbean people is definitely dealing with greetings and acknowledging someone's existence. I'm gonna be posing a question like I always pose a question, but it's on acknowledging someone's existence or someone being. So that's the next one in the next 2 weeks, and then following out that, I'll be doing another article, publishing another article on who is the Seshu Haru research team. So I'll be talking about who those individuals are and their first contribution as a group, which is the contribution to the debate on the meaning and the placement of Kemet. So I'll uh, be talking a little bit about that book and a few chapters on those individuals who provided information for us: Asari Imhotep, Wuja Iri Ma'at, and Brother Sanjeti. So be on the lookout for those up and coming articles, and go check out the two articles that I have out right now. Anybody got anything else, man, before we sign off of here, man? I'm looking in the chat. Don't nobody else got any questions, but peace to everybody in the chat. Peace to Sister Kayla, Tanika, uh, Brother Sykes 777. I am Sosa, LV, peace, peace, peace. Randy Reed, uh, uh, LB, I think I said LB name.
Hey, Kofi. I
What's
was
up?
I was trying to see if I could find any more information about that exhibit, and it says that they this is from the Tulsa World, um, a newspaper article. It came out in 2004. It says they brought two brothers from Africa to commemorate the exhibit on the opening day.
Mm,
Uh,
yeah.
one brother's name, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, Sangan Kamini Oduro, and Adam Matinga. And it says Adam Matinga is a tour guide in Africa who accompanied Dorop to Tulsa. Said the tribe is one of the few in the world that remains free of modern influences. This is the direct quote from Matinga. It's the only tribe in Africa that has still kept its traditional, they cut the quote, and then it says, and that won't change. So they cut in between the quote. But I guess they were saying that the Maasai is one of the last remaining tribes to just remain purely indigenous to itself over there.
Mm. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Wiping them out.
Yeah. Brother Unc, you got what you got coming up, brother Unc?
Man, we getting ready, revving up to get this science conference put on. I'm just trying to figure out logistics and all that, how I want to do it. So, it's gonna be in Atlanta. It's gonna be all hands on deck. All the families need to be there. And we just, how we doing it, man. We're gonna have a certain. We trying to get Rick Kittles there. A few other people to really, we're gonna have a science bus. You know what I'm saying? So we really want to do our thing, just actually taking the community to another level.
Yeah.
It's gonna be free, and it's gonna be good, man. Get somebody to do a presentation from the Mossi, right? We'll figure that out, and I mean, it's just gonna be good, man. I'm not sure if we're gonna do it 8 months from now, a year from now, but that's what's coming down the pipe. If anybody caught the last science and technology event, man, it was a hit. You know what I'm saying? It was packed out, man. We had fun. General contractor showed his ass though.
Yeah, that's where it all began, man. That was the start. That was the start of the finish.
Show your ass.
But you know what though, man. If we would have put the smash down on that in the very beginning, it wouldn't have grew legs. It wouldn't have been able to walk. Wouldn't have been able to run. So really, we should have addressed that at the time. But Seti, he with the way he conduct his presentations, the crowd sways with him. He could be wrong about something, but the way he put his information out there, the crowd will sway with him. So
yeah, entertainer.
Yeah, cause prior to him going on stage, who was that up there? Wu Jao and Unc made Wu Jao read something, and then Jonathan Owens was up there, and then so we had just read the shit, and then Seti come up there right after that and be like, man, that don't mean that. So we should have just went on ahead and smashed it then, man.
Sometimes your friendships, get you in trouble and save people, and then you realize that some people just friends with you. You know what I mean, to keep you from beating them all the way down. You know what I'm saying? So I had a lot of stuff pent up. When it was time to go get them and drag them in the middle of the street, like Jetty say, you know what I'm saying, and finish them off. So that's why I stay on both of them here. It's because it's just basic disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Buzz Lightyear and the general contractor, man. Feel me? And so now I'm getting a lot of phone calls, people saying, man, you was right. We should have listened to you. I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you when they first linked up together that was the problem that we need to finish. So I'm glad for the translating team, glad for the Mossis. And I hate when people say, "Why don't y'all just y'all don't deal with West Africa?" I say, man, so you're not looking at the Mossis' work? You know what I'm saying? So we got all the bases covered, and so I don't want nobody to really get this made. We're never going to have as many views or as many subscribers without putting in extraordinary work. So what I'm gonna do is we need to put together a flyer, right? Get about 2,000 flyers with all our channels on there and just start passing them out in the different cities, wherever y'all at, pass them out, right? And send people to our YouTube channels. We need to start marketing that. Go to your local radio stations, make sure you get on and tell people to subscribe. So we just got to work a little bit harder and be smarter. Because at the end of the day, what we're doing, right, and I want y'all to know it, man, is the foundation for the next generation. And it's serious, but don't worry about if we ain't got 100,000 subscribers and all that. Nope, don't worry about it, yo. Y'all know how it go, yo. The tortoise will beat the rabbit. You know what I'm saying? You just stay constant and very consistent and put our marketing together properly. And you know what I'm saying, yo, we are very needed. There wasn't anything like this, when I came into the community. Nothing. All you had was Seti talking crazy, me talking halfway crazy, elders, no scientific literacy. And Seti just made me realize that like he never could be wrong about nothing. And my fault, I didn't even mean to call him that because the meta-net ain't been deciphered. So we don't know what his name is based off what he's doing. We have no idea. So it's just, you know what I'm saying? I just had to learn. I had to take instruction from brothers like Asar, brothers like Shinjetti, you know what I'm saying? Dr. Mayat. And so I just want to make sure everybody listen, you got to be willing to learn, man. Like I had to learn this. I had to learn this. Like, you know, I thought I was the shit back then, 15 years ago. I promise you that. Yeah, sometimes you can speak better, like the brother just said, and sway people. But I mean, I used to, you know, go over to Brother Sar's channel and here have all the elders on there, and they talking about research methodology. People don't even know this. This is 15 years ago, 8, 9, 10 years ago. And I was like, man, I said, man, he got something right there. Right? And he used to always come over, you know what I'm saying, to the Nicky Love and Unk show, and we used to destroy the Hebrews. And Jay the same way. I made that crucial mistake talking about the word nigga was in a meta-nature. Man, he beat me up on that show. I was like, man, I don't like getting beat up like that. I mean, it was crazy though. And that's the same thing that the young pseudo Buzz Lightyear, right, and the general they never could take critique and criticism. That's why I'm proud of the brothers and sisters, because all of us, man, are open for critique and criticism. You know what I'm saying? So don't even worry about it, man. We where we supposed to be at. We up our marketing game, and we're gonna always have the best crowds. Watch how the community come out and support us, man. So you know, just keep grinding it out, man. We're gonna grind them out and be very consistent. And you know, look, that's what it is, man. Oh, hey, make sure y'all support Abjuware. All right, if y'all got y'all products and stuff, man, we gotta always promote what we do. Feel me? Because at the end of the day, it's always about economics, right? This is time away from your family, time away from your children. You know what I'm saying? And time is money around here. Absolutely.
No doubt. No doubt. Shoot. Anybody else, man, before I close the show out? I'm finna close the show out, man. Sutek, you got anything else, boss here? No, we
No,
don't
man.
want boss to speak no more. Boss is baby Saber Wujao Jr. I'm no boss to speak.
No.
And see, I was gonna be nice and just say tune in at 6 on Kofi Piesie TV and be done.
Man. Yeah, Wuja had us in there till 8 o'clock in the morning today. That was
Yeah, man. Y'all had me up to about 3 o'clock this morning, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that brother there.
goodness. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what's
Yeah.
the
Good.
doing this at 2
Good.
o'clock every Sunday now or what? What's the time?
What's that?
What time y'all be doing it? I got catch.
We go every Sunday on the Maasai at 2 p.m.
Yeah, all right, I gotta start.
Yeah.
For that football season start, for my niggerisms come out. Yeah, watch football, then save the world. You know how it works, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh hell no! Yeah, I gotta start making sure I'm on board on this.
Yeah.
No, we just gotta really promote what we do better. Like the pseudos, they're gonna always get you because they got the religion and they got the pseudo religion. You know what I'm saying? So they're always gonna be more popular. What y'all doing, right? You know what I'm saying? What we all doing, you really gotta pick up a book and read it.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah, man. I think that division that happened with City was needed because everybody ain't gonna take the time to put in the work to read, and or everybody don't have those comprehension skills to know what you even read. And so, it's gonna be a lot of pseudos, and we need to divide this up.
Mm-hmm.
We need to split this up, and everybody ain't gonna be on the same page.
Oh, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm there with that. You can't do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. How Michael Singletary say, I can't do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Nope.
Yeah. Well, folks, say Black African Power, ETM Hotel. Do I. We'll see y'all this evening at 6 p.m. on Kofi Piesie TV. How White Folks Got So Rich Part 2. Me and brother Satep and Rob Mary Amin will be tag teaming and doing Part 4. See y'all then, man. Peace. We out.
Peace.
How do you think your answer is gonna be? You think they paid a fair price? Or did they take it? They took everything else. History
is a clock that people use to tell their political and cultural time of day. It is also a compass that people use to find themselves on the map of human geography. History tells of people where they have been, what they have been, where they are, and what they are.
Like a warrior. Walk like a warrior. Walk like a warrior. Walk like a warrior. I ain't talking about no gangster. I ain't talking about no gangster. I'm hollering at the soldier. Revolutionary culture. Bang on out.